In this video, we will walk through deploying a Python Flask application on an AWS EC2 instance using Terraform. Let's first understand the architecture we are building and how each component interacts. Here is an overview of the components involved in this Terraform setup. First is AWS VPC. The Virtual Private Cloud or VPC is our primary network setup in AWS. It is a logically isolated section of the AWS cloud where we can deploy resources like EC2 instances. We are using VPC with a CIDR block of 10.0.0.16, which gives us possible IP addresses for internal use. And second is subnet. Inside the VPC, we create a public subnet with CIDR block. Within the US East 1 availability zone, this subnet is smaller, providing 256 IP addresses and is configured to assign public IPs automatically to EC2 instances, making them accessible over the internet. Third one is Internet Gateway. The Internet Gateway or IGW is attached to the VPC to enable the internet connectivity for resources within the VPC. It allows our EC2 instance to communicate with the outside world and also receive incoming traffic. Then route table. The route table defines how traffic is routed within the VPC. It means virtual private cloud. We have created a route for all outgoing traffic. To go through the internet gateway, ensuring the resources in the VPC can connect to the internet. Then security group. The security group acts as a virtual firewall for our EC2 instances. It controls both inbound and outbound traffic. In this case, we have allow HTTP traffic on port 80 and SSH traffic on port 22 for secure access. Outbound traffic is open to any destination. Mention how the security group attached to the EC2 instance. And our EC2 instance, which run the Flask application, resides within the subnet. We are using T2 micro instance type, which is cost effective and sufficient for small web applications. The Flask application is deployed on the EC2 instance and listen on port 80. When accessed, it returns the message Hello Terraform. Then key pair. We associate the EC2 instance with the key pair for secure SSH access. The key pair we use here is a Terraform demo S3 Cloud Hub, ensuring only those with the private key can log into the EC2 instance. Now that we have identified the components, let's talk about how they work together. First is network. The VPC provides the private network where resources are deployed, and the subnet hosts our EC2 instance, making it accessible to the internet through the internet gateway. Second is routing. The routing table ensures all outgoing traffic from the VPC is sent through the internet gateway, enabling the EC2 instance to communicate externally. Third one is security. The security group acts as firewall that allows HTTP requests for our Flask app and SSH traffic for management purposes, providing secure access and communication. Fourth is application hosting. Our EC2 instance runs the Flask web application, which can be accessed through the public IP assigned by the subnet. The app responds with the message Hello Terraform to any browser that connects. Fifth one is SSH access. We can securely SSH into the EC2 instance using the key pair for administrative tasks like maintenance or updates. Now next we will look at the Terraform configuration to create this setup. So let's move to our GitHub repository. Also, you can click the code and open the code space. So I have already opened my code space. So I'll go to the code space. Then first we define the AWS provider and a variable for the VPC CIDR block. The provider block sets the AWS region to US East 1. The variable CIDR defines the CIDR block for our VPC. It means virtual private cloud. Then next we create an AWS key pair to allow secure SSH access to our EC2 instance. This block creates a key pair using the public key from your local machine. As you can see here, it is a unique name of our key name, which is Terraform Demo S3 Cloud Hub, and the public key stored here, which is the default location of key. Now I run the command for creating our key. So I type SSH. So I will type command SSH keygen -t and then RSA and hit enter, and it will ask for location. So I will hit enter for default, then I will type yes and hit enter. As you can see, our key is stored over here. Now we set up a virtual private cloud and a public subnet for our resources. The VPC span the CIDR block 10.0.0./16. We place a public subnet within this VPC for our instance. Now next, we add internet gateway and route table for internet access. The internet gateway allows communication with the internet and the route table routes traffic to it. And as you can see, I assign my VPC ID to here, which is AWS VPC, my VPC, and then ID. And here is the reference AWS VPC and my VPC. Then I will also assign for our route table and assign route for CIDR block 0.0.0/0 and gateway ID is AWS Internet Gateway IGW ID, which is assigned from here. Now we create a security group to control inbound and outbound traffic to our EC2 instances. Now we create a security group to control inbound and outbound traffic to our EC2 instance. And these security groups allow HTTP on port 80 and SSH for port 22 traffic from any source. And as you can see, my AWS security group name is web and VPC ID I assign. Also you will see this allow HTTP on port 80 and port 22. For port 80 it allows HTTP and for port 22 it allows SSH. And next we can create a EC2 instance to host our web app and use provisioners to configure it. And as you can see, in the AWS instance we define an AMI and instance type. It is a Amazon machine image and our instance type is T2 micro. And I will define my key name here, which is AWS key pair example key name. Then I set my connection type SSH and user is Ubuntu, and I will provide my path here for our private key. Then file provisioner to copy a file from local to the remote EC2 instance. So I will set provisioner file source, which is a app.py in my case, and destination, which is home Ubuntu app.py. And also you can replace with the path on the remote instance. In the provisioner remote execution can do, we install Python and Flask. Copy the web app file app.py and start the Flask server on port 18. And let's move to our app.py, and our Flask web app serves a simple hello Terraform message. This Python code set up a basic Flask web server that responds with hello Terraform. So finally our code is ready. So let's move to our Day-5 folder. So I'll type cd Day-5 ls. Now I'll run Terraform init. As you can see, our Terraform has been successfully initialized. So our next step is Terraform plan and hit enter. And as you can see, 8 service to be added, 0 to change and 0 to destroy. So I'll again continue Terraform apply. For confirmation I will type yes. What can we see? The Terraform init command initializes the Terraform configuration, and Terraform apply deploy the infrastructure. So our infrastructure started deploying into our AWS console. So wait for it for successfully deploy and create our EC2 instance into our AWS console. And as you can see, the remote execution can do the following commands automatically. It will run sudo apt update, sudo apt install, and move to our directory and install Flask, and also run our Python program. So our Terraform apply command is successfully run, and our app.py is successfully deployed on our AWS console. So let's move to our AWS, open EC2, then go to the running instances and open the instance and copy the public IPv4 address. So I'll copy that, and let's move to our code space. Let's open a new terminal And once the deployment is complete, we can access the EC2 instance via its public IP. So I will type ssh-i and copy our key path, which is here. I'll copy that and paste here. Then type ubuntu and our IP address. Copy here and paste it and hit enter. And I will type yes for confirmation. And as you can see, we log in successfully with our Ubuntu machine. So I will run ls, and as you can see, our app.py file is here into our cloud machine AWS console. And as you can see here, our app.py file is moved here into our cloud platform. So I will run this file by typing sudo python 3 and app.py and hit enter. So I'll done one mistake. So I'll change the code sudo python 3 app.py. Now let's move to our browser and open our address. It will give an error because we need to remove s from here because our programs run on HTTP on port 80. So I'll remove s and hit enter. And as you can see here, hello Terraform message will be shown here. That's it for today's video. You have successfully deployed a Flask app on AWS using Terraform. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.